I'm learning when making dessert that you can't really improvise unless you know what you are doing. But you can't just take two recipes you never made before and think it's gonna work out and combine them and get all cute. That'd be crazy. That wouldn't make sense. That is exactly what I am going to do today. Welcome back to Bourdain.
Everybody should know how to use a knife. Use everything, waste nothing. Let's start at the beginning. It ain't that hard, okay?
Welcome to my kitchen, man, or girl. Welcome to my kitchen. Here, new. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to my kitchen. My name is Mitch May. We are working through Anthony Bourdain's layout cookbook, doing every recipe in here for the first time. I was coming through the recipes in the dessert section, the lovely crème brûlée, or as the French say, crème. And I also found blueberries with lime sugar. I'm going to combine these two in the hopes of getting something in the vein of a key lime pie. I have Anthony Bourdain's cookbook linked down below in the description of this video as freaking usual. Let's go.
We begin with 1 lime. I do recommend going organic if possible because we're going after all of this zest. Taking my time not to cut myself, we now get the juice of the lime. I've seen people roll their fruit before juicing it. I don't know if it does anything, but I figure it can't hurt. And we're in a pinch here with equipment, so why not squeeze the juice of the lime through a tea infuser? It acts as a chinois, it acts as a fine mesh, whatever you want to call it. We're not getting seeds in this juice. So here we have the 2 components we are stealing from the blueberry recipe. Next up, half a quart of heavy cream and some vanilla extract. Bourdain calls for a vanilla pod. I could not get my hands on one. Follow this up with 1.5 ounces of granulated sugar. I have 3 ounces here and I'm dividing it in half. Now Bourdain says to stir this up and bring it up to a boil. However, boiling milk scares me. So right when I get some nice bubbles, I take it off the heat and let it hang out. Now I want to show this cool trick I learned for whisking up anything, making a collar of sorts with a towel. This way, when we go to whisk our 5 total egg yolks here, the bowl will not rattle around. Follow this with our remaining 1.5 ounces of sugar and whisk until 3 things happen. The mixture gets a little lighter in color, a little airy, and also you can see ribbons here. From what I've read, this is ideally what we're looking for. Next, we take our hot milk and gradually mix this into our egg yolk sugar mixture. Once everything is incorporated, add the lime juice and lime zest. Into cute little ramekin bowls. I split this recipe in half, but it actually yielded me 4 of these ramekins, giving these a quick clean, and now the fun part, putting them in a baking tray filled with water. I should have added the ramekins first and then poured in water, the goal being the water should come up halfway to the ramekin. Making some room in our oven. It just so happens I'm making cassoulet, which is freaking legendary. I'll have the video sometime in the future. But at 300 degrees, these crème brûlée are going to cook until they are firm in the middle, but still jiggly. Bourdain says about 30 minutes. For me, it took about 25 minutes, and I pulled them out when they had this amount of jiggle to them. They're going to cool until at room temperature, probably about 3 hours. We wrap these up and store them in the fridge overnight.
So we're back. The crèmes have cooled. I have 2 little demo boys here. Caramelize these. Bourdain calls for a tablespoon of brown sugar. Let's do a little POV on it. Now, you know what, I'm gonna arrange the lights. I'm gonna make it look sexy. Spoiler, this is delicious. It tastes like a key lime pie. I did a little research on how much lemon juice to add. Lime. I love textures. The crunchy little brown sugar, the creamy custard with that punch of lime. As far as like the garnish, the blueberries, kind of like a little floozy. I suppose someone could be like, oh, let me cleanse the palate with a little mint sprig, but there was dirt in there. Overall, I stepped in a blueberry. I'm pretty happy with kind of just winging it here. The texture is delicious, but there is like a little separation I'm seeing. I think this is like the ideal kind of dinner party thing. You bring these out at the end, they'll at least tweet about it, I think. Maybe get on the Instagram story once that blowtorch comes out. If you'd like to check out some blood sausage I have sitting in here, ready to create, I have the video here to your right. Thank you for spending your time with me. This was another episode of Back to Bourdain.
Stay organized and clean up after yourself. You do the best you can.